Yep, barely. Tita's enrolled here. What? I mean, she is the right age, but wow, this is fewer than 30 students. I guess. So maybe it's 5 students to a class. But dude, all of this for so few people. There are literally less than 30 people. The glasses, though. They look good on him, though. But
oh, that woman.
Isn't she the Golden Rakshasa?
And that black-haired guy.
Whoa, he's super famous. Huh, it's him.
Seriously?
Tita's a student here, though? Tita, you're not allowed to be garbage, okay?
Oh dear. How unexpected.
The Ashen Chevalier.
No way.
Altina's probably here.
What?
Yeah.
That girl is...
She's definitely with Lecter and Ironblood.
Attention! I will have silence! We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments.
Jumping right to it.
First, Class 8, Combat Tactics. The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Right. Step forward when I call your name.
So there's only going to be 4 classes, but we're numbered 7, 8, 9, and 10 probably?
Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya, Ash, Freddie, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
Does he know Randy?
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
Wait, Ash, but Ash is in class 7. Something screwy's about to be afoot.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Tita, Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
Rain's not gonna have any students.
Class 8 and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance. Then the ones left over are...
These 3.
Silence! We will now have a word from our principal. Principal, if you would.
So we don't start off with Ash or Muse.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. That, however, is of little concern to me. A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin.
This is the most expensive trash bin I've ever seen.
Thor's main campus will be welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform.
Oh, so the only people who are here are the people that they don't want around Cedric?
This campus is a place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds.
Oh, wow.
Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
So what's Michael's deal? Toa probably chose to be here, and I can see why a former enemy commander, Schmidt, Reen, and Randy would be here, but Michael,
Hey now.
No, Principal Le Guin. That is far too...
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield.
So everyone here has a problematic background or some reason they don't want them intersecting with Cedric.
Such a mindset is difficult to learn in times of peace. However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect environment for it. Those who lack the resolve to better themselves, to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, leave now, or you run the risk of leaving later, in Adios's arms.
Wait, isn't Kurt's last name Vander? Why is he here? Oh, yeah, wait, no. Why is he here? Unless he's part of some sort of Vander branch family.
Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Van Dyke, where are you?
I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Drycles.
Interesting. But, so Reen gets 3 pupils to start with, and Michael Irving gets none. I'm still hung up on Tita being here.
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now.
Like, I was interested in seeing Tita interact with Schmidt, but I didn't think it would happen almost immediately.
Just where are we supposed to go?
Yeah, they were completely left out.
General, Principal.
I guess this is why they didn't prep Reen, because they didn't want him to know the 3 students he was gonna get assigned.
Could I get you to announce the final class?
Huh?
Very well. We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9. The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations.
So classes 1 through 6 are main campus classes, I see. But there was no Class 6. Class 6 is new this year.
Your instructor will be him, Reen Schwarzer.
Well, the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3, coming right out of the gate swinging with the interesting developments. I am on board with that. Special Ops. Altina's probably going to have words to say. Why is Tita here and not with her class? Did Toa just let her stay behind? Whoa, okay, so this is going to be the replacement for the old schoolhouse, Einhell Keep. No, this might be where Valimar is hanging out at.
Wow. I looked over the blueprints, but I didn't think it'd be this big.
Don't get so excited. This facility is nothing remarkable.
Okay, Schmidt. Just here to rain on everybody else's parade, huh?
As I explained before, much of your duties will be performed here under my direction.
So even though Tita is in Toa's class, she's gonna be working with Schmidt?
I expect nothing short of raw talent from a Russell.
Yes, sir.
So, she's a student here after all. I could swear I've heard the name Russell somewhere before. But more importantly,
your students. What is your deal? Actually, what's all of your deals? Juna doesn't seem to...
Class 7 is clearly no coincidence.
Yeah, Juna is the only one here who's kind of a mystery. Crawford. We haven't met anyone with the last name Crawford. Though going forward, that name is definitely going to become basically as big as Vander, I'm sure.
Only 3 students, and she's one of them.
You guys were working together to repel Lloyd and Rishia.
Combat tactics and military finance are undergoing their orientations at the moment. Special operations will be having an orienteering exercise. You must make it through this facility in one piece.
I wonder if Reen is going to be taking the lead on this, or if he's going to hand it over to Juna.
In one piece? What does that mean?
Aurelia did say we could basically die during our schooling here, so...
What is this building for?
So this is the old schoolhouse.
It's called Einhell Keep. It was built in conjunction with the branch campus for testing new methods of training. The interior is fully controllable via orbal technology and features variable difficulty levels. As for your exercise, you will be combating monsters and such unleashed within the keep.
What?
Monsters? That's a joke, right?
Now I understand. Special operations indeed.
Bracers, basically. We will never not be playing bracers. Even when we're in the Rocksmith Agency, we're going to be playing bracers.
I guess this is a fitting enough exercise, given our class's name. And it's not just for my students either, is it?
So Reen is going to be part of the team.
It helps that you're quick on the uptake. That said, don't assume it will be the same as the Class 7 you were part of. Rather than an experimental clash between social classes, this one will act as an established task force for assignments in the field.
Ah, students, putting their lives on the line.
And as its instructor, you will have your students see each assignment through.
It's all starting to come together.
Hold on just a second. We did what you said and came here, but what the heck is all this crap? This is just... I mean, no one ever told me I was being put in some shady Black Ops squad.
Your placement in Class 7 is the result of your aptitude test, Cadet Crawford.
So, okay.
If you are dissatisfied, you have the option to pack your bags and return to the Military Police Academy.
That's all the way in Crossbell.
Okay, I wasn't imagining things. I mean, of course that's why she fights the way she does, and that's the school that Lloyd graduated from.
I've yet to accept the situation, but I understand it now, at the very least.
I think Kurt's got the same VA as Crow.
Can you give us more details?
Certainly. Instructor Schwarzer and the three of you will enter the keep and stand by for further instructions.
Ooh, Master Quartz, yes please. I think that's Reen's force, his one and only, but the other three I don't recognize.
While on standby, they will explain their qualifications as you brief them on the use of the Arcus 2.
The Arcus 2. That's the same one we were using the previous game, I think? It's been a while.
Understood.
Bah, finally we can begin the trial. Disciple candidate, don't dawdle. Everything must be up and running in 10 minutes.
Ah, so they're going to continue. So she's going to be his disciple, basically as like a chain of master and student from Epstein to Russell. But I guess it'll be interesting to find out why Tita decided to be Schmidt's disciple instead of her grandfather's.
Yes.
Is there going to be someone watching from afar? Oh, Michael's not going in. So what are you going to say?
Damn. Looks like this school's even more messed up than I'd heard.
That is Ash, definitely skiving off, as some people call it. Do they know each other? No, that's Agate.
I prefer if non-affiliates stayed off the premises.
Take it easy. I ain't here to cause trouble. As soon as she's done with her orientation, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Very well. You may have been referred here by the royal family, but don't forget your place.
Oh, Oliver put in a special word for him.
That extends to any actions you and your friends will take in the Empire from here on out.
So Estelle and co are afoot.
I'd say that's up to you guys, you know? You got a whole country up to its neck in plots and schemes, and then a screwed up school like this pops up out of nowhere. Really makes you wonder who's pulling the strings around here.
Gilead.
I suppose I should have expected as much from an A-rank bracer.
Has he gone up in rank? He was B rank last time, wasn't he? Well, alright then. So Agate's only here as like a Tita escort. Let me take a look at the Master Quartzes already. This theme. This place is sort of reminiscent of the
facility full of untested mechanisms certainly sounds like a playground for the professor.
This place is sort of reminiscent of the geofront.
So how much do you already know?
Nothing too specific. The above-ground portion is a cube measuring 50 arch on each side, and the below-ground area is still being expanded.
So it's like the geofront.
Are the two of you already acquainted?
They are.
We are. I just had no idea she'd be one of my students.
They're both Ironbloods.
But that's neither here nor there. Let's start with introductions while everything's being prepped. I just got here earlier today, so I'm sorry I haven't had time to speak with you two yet. I'm...
Why even bother introducing yourself?
Yeah, okay, so now it's clear. Now that they've actually said that she's from Crossbell, it's clear why Juna doesn't like Reen. She's Crossbellin, and he basically stomped them into the ground and made it easier for Erebonia to roll on in.
We all know you're Reen Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier. The big hero who put an end to the Erebonian Civil War when he was just a student. Not to mention the occupation of Crossbell. I'm sure everyone in Erebonia knows who you are. Probably everyone in Crossbell, too.
It's kind of weird. She hates him. Like, do you think, like, it's so weird to think that you could, like, end up being attracted to the person who, like, because we all know she's going to end up being, like, a romance option. But and being able to, like, be attracted to the person who basically subdued your hometown and caused them to be occupied, you'd think that would be a barrier. Or maybe I'm assuming things and she won't be a romance option, but who knows?
In addition, you resolved incident after incident across the Empire as part of your schoolwork. Then, during the Northern War last October, you worked alongside General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius to annex Northumbria.
Okay, so Bardius is still kicking around, but where is he at then? He might be teaching on the main campus.
Le Guin? Like, our principal?
I don't know anything about the annexation of Northumbria, but that is in line with Gilead's, modus operandi.
Wait, what? And he helped occupy Northumbria?
That's erroneous. The actual circumstances were...
Oh, right. Reen's reputation preceding him. He's probably going to tell Altina to just let her believe what she wants to believe, for whatever reason.
You're both very well informed. Though, calling me a hero is a bit much. I'd still like to say a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm Reen Schwarzer. I'm a graduate of Thor's Military Academy's main campus. I got my diploma just last month, and I'm starting as an instructor here at the branch campus today.
What the heck?
I'll be overseeing martial arts and Panzer Soldat training outside the classroom. Inside the classroom, I'll be teaching history. That is, of course, in addition to being the homeroom teacher for Class 7 Special Operations.
I'll go next.
Kurt Vander.
My name is Kurt Vander. I'm from the capital.
So, are you Mueller's cousin or nephew or what?
I've heard more than just the common stories about you.
You're a Vander. That would make you General Zex and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller's...
Mueller is my older brother, and Zex is my uncle.
Older brother? Older half-brother, maybe.
Though I'm aware I look nothing like them, right up to my hair.
Yeah. It's true, he doesn't have dark hair or even a similar build.
So that's probably a lie then. Let me back up and access my cornucopia of JRPG traits. He might be lying about being a Vander for whatever reason.
By the way, are those glasses fake?
How perceptive.
They don't look good on you at all. You should probably get rid of them.
Oof.
Fashion is clearly not their intended function.
All right, I get it. They don't look good. No need to rub it in. Nice to meet you, Kurt. You're up next.
Fine. Oh, brother.
Juna Crawford.
I'm Una Crawford. I transferred here from the Crossbell Police Academy.
Una? Okay.
And honestly, I'd rather not be here. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just have to make the most of it.
So does someone make her transfer?
Ah, Crossbell. I had my suspicions.
He hasn't seen her fight yet. He'd have known immediately if he had.
So, when you say police academy, you're talking about the military police academy, right?
There was no military slapped on the name before the annexation. You guys are the ones who changed it.
That's why I didn't recognize the name.
Are you saying I can only call it by the official name the great and powerful Erebonia has blessed it with?
Why invite someone who has such a huge grudge right into the heart of your nation?
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. I was being insensitive.
She'd be such an easy target for radicalization, especially her and Randy in close quarters, dude.
Well, I might have overreacted.
I don't see it that way.
But I still don't accept that name.
Yeah. That's completely understandable.
I'm last then.
Altina Orion.
Altina Orion, formerly part of the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division.
Oh, she's just announcing that to people.
Isn't that classified?
Right?
My affiliation with them ended upon my enrollment here, on paper.
But in actuality...
Please, think nothing of it.
I feel as though I've just heard something I shouldn't have.
You definitely have.
The Intelligence Division is pretty hardcore, isn't it? Hold up! What do you mean, on paper?
She's being entirely too forthcoming.
Slip of the tongue. Oops.
Right. She wants us to know.
There's that snark.
Thank you for waiting. Preparations are now complete for the Level 0 Einhell trial. If you haven't already, please set your Arcus 2s now.
Is that the girl from earlier?
I was under the impression she was a student like us.
Understood. Give us just a moment. Each of you were given one of these, right?
So...
Ah, that.
I was sent one, but I haven't turned it on yet.
Are the Arcus 2s new? I could have sworn we were using Arcus 2s back in CS2, but I guess we weren't.
It's a battle orbment. Normal battle orbments are personal devices that link with their user and can produce a variety of effects.
Aren't they called combat orbments?
They can improve your physical abilities and allow you to cast orbital arts, among other things. But this is the newest model, the Arcus 2. It has a few additional functions.
Interesting.
It's a little different from the Enigma models in Crossbell.
They're still using Enigmas in Crossbell? Holy crap.
To be precise, they are the product of a collaboration between the Reinford Company and Epstein Foundation.
So, you jokers are completely being left in the dust. But it's like, and another thing, why bring Tita along? That's basically inviting corporate espionage. There's no way she wouldn't take that information right back to ZCF.
I assume these models are combat ready?
Yeah, I'll explain how they work. Now, each of you take one of these.
Reen handed a Master Quartz to each of the 3 students.
We get Master Quartz?
The Enigmas did have these.
The basics should be the same.
The Enigma 2s had those. The original Enigmas did not.
Go ahead and set your Master Quartz in a central slot.
Yes, sir.
Here?
I should set mine while they're at it.
It's already set. We can see it. Orbments, a general term for mechanical devices. Yep, battle orbments, quartz, crystal circuits. Master Quartz. Alright. Press down to expand the minimap. Please set Reen's Master Quartz into his Arcus 2. Master Quartz can be set in the orbment section of the camp menu. Reen Schwarzer looking spiffy. And Quartz. And he starts off knowing Thalos. Well, it is way different. Well, I guess from here on out, these are the only ones we got to get used to. We can have 2 Master Quartz set now? Godlike. Brigid. Killing enemies restores CP, CP plus 8 per enemy killed, and it also gives us Firebolt.
Whoa!
That's the link functionality.
I can feel it working.
Now that you've set your Master Quartz, you're synced with your Arcus units.
So that's the lines setting, I'm assuming. Not that they matter, but...
You should be able to notice a significant difference in combat.
All right.
Okay, now this is new.
How long do you intend to keep me waiting?
Sorry, Professor. We're ready.
Then let's not waste any more time. Level 0 begins on floor B1. The trial will be considered completed once you return to ground level.
Professor, isn't that red love? Sir, you shouldn't use that.
Oh, don't act like you have a lick of common sense. You're Albert's granddaughter.
Jeez.
It's time we saw what Class 7 Special Operations is made of. I'm curious to see if you can survive with a passing score.
Hey, watch the floor!
Huh?
What?
Reen already knew what time it was.
Right yourself and brace for the landing. Altina, you...
Clown Soleus.
Never mind.
Yeah. He got his tricks from Sarah. Uh-oh. Oh.
What happened? I remember that professor talking, then the floor opened up.
It was Yuna, correct?
Yep.
Huh?
My apologies, but if you could move. It's not that you're heavy, but I'm having trouble breathing.
Well then, history repeats itself.
It sure does, Reen. It sure does.
The floor appears to be padded, so bruising should not be an issue. How strangely like the obscene positions you often find yourself in, Instructor Reen.
Yes, indeed. So it looks like Kurt is the newest member of the Reen School of Flirtation.
Please don't say things that'll give people the wrong impression. Oh, wow. I'm surprised you're already calling me an instructor.
That is your current designation.
I assure you, I didn't intend for this to happen. Then again, I suppose intent is irrelevant. I won't make any further excuses. You may hit me if it'll make you feel better.
How very admirable of you. You being so calm about it just pisses me off even more.
Is she gonna do it though?
So I think I'll take you up on that.
Got him. Ooh, this music. It's jaunty.
Erebonian boys are just so... Ugh!
I do not believe his nationality was a factor.
You were just a little unlucky.
Not unlucky. I lacked the expertise to make a proper landing. That resulted in embarrassment for one of my classmates. I admit my fault.
This dude is a robot.
I see. He's so mature for his age. Well, minus one stinging cheek, the three of you look fine to me. So, it's time to begin storming the keep. But first, I'll need each of you to show me your weapons.
Yes, let's get some more information.
This whole thing is a joke, right? Do we really have to play along?
I mean, it's not like it's gonna be a secret for too much longer.
I know the professor, and he isn't the type to joke around. He's serious about measuring each of our abilities. I want to learn everyone's combat styles so we can work together and get out of here safely.
Understood. These are my weapons.
But
2 swords?
Vander-style swordsmanship uses only a single blade, though, doesn't it?
That takes skill.
You're using the Vander School's dual blade style then. I knew of it, but I've never met a practitioner.
Okay.
I admit our great sword style has far more notoriety. But that style also requires one to be born with a broader physique. These blades are better suited for the likes of me.
I didn't realize. Well, Yuna, how about you?
I'm still not down for all this.
I mean, just do it.
But I get it. This is a military academy, so here you go.
Another dual wielder.
You use side-handle batons?
More like tonfas. Gun tonfas.
They look a little more complicated than that. What are they exactly?
They don't know what tonfas are? Ring uses an Eastern weapon, though.
These are gunbreakers. Special tonfa with guns installed. Developed by the one and only CGF.
Huh. That doesn't fill me with confidence.
They can switch between melee and mid-range firing.
An intriguing weapon.
A Crossbell Guardian Force, right? If I recall, First Lieutenant Orlando was once part of it. He'd left long before the occupation disbanded them, though.
They're currently, yeah. Gilead got his way in the end.
Good to know. We'll see how well they work in action today. You do seem to know your way around them.
Of course I do. I trained with them at the police academy. And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
We'll see where everyone stands once we've engaged in actual combat.
Our crafts are probably gonna be way scaled back.
You're up next, Altina.
Understood.
Hold up. There's something I've been wondering for a while now.
Probably Altina's age, but that apparently doesn't seem to matter at Thor's.
Who let a kid enroll at a military academy?
I've been curious about that myself.
Altina can't be older than 13 or 14.
She claimed to be with the intelligence division, but surely she won't be joining us in battle.
Well, personally, I agree, but...
There is no need for concern. My physical age is approximately 14 years old. I am no small child.
Physical age? No, you're definitely small.
I also have my weapon, the basis for my admittance into the intelligence division.
Her 13th factory, Clom Celius.
What the hell?
This explains that black shadow I thought I saw earlier.
Clown Soleus, a combat shell. The latest version of the line of special weaponry.
Still? Even though it's been 2 years?
Further details are classified. Suffice to say, it will contribute to our overall fighting strength.
Are things like that normal in the Empire?
You know what? Sarah could summon one on command when it came time to give us instructions, so I guess you can kind of say, yeah?
Of course not. It's my first time seeing something like this, too.
You will get used to it.
The Golden Rakshasa, the Ashen Chevalier, and even a girl like her. What manner of place is this branch campus?
I don't blame either of you for having questions, but we can save them for another time. By the way, this is my weapon.
That Tachi with the trigger.
Of course. The Tachi is used by students of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school.
Just like back then.
Back then. She must have seen Reen in action.
I mean, it's just like the sword Arios used.
Hey, Arios!
Right. It's not an Imperial-style sword. It comes from the East. I guess the Divine Blade of Wind is pretty famous in Crossbell, huh?
A lot happened, but he still has plenty of fans. Even when a certain empire has made him a wanted man.
So he's currently on the run too then. But we saw him with Lloyd, so...
Yeah, I suppose so. That covers everyone then. Let's be on our way.
Right.
We're currently on floor B1. If we make it back up to ground level, this little trial will be over. I'll give you some tips along the way on combat, how to use arts, and your Arcus units. Follow me and proceed carefully and deliberately.
That's definitely... He's quoting someone. I cannot remember who, though. Carefully and deliberately.
Okay, let's just go.
I'll give it my all.
Commence mission.
I am so hyped about the notebook. You can open the notebook by pressing the left or right on the touchpad. The notebook will automatically record information on a variety of subjects, and more tabs will be unlocked as the game progresses. In the main tab of the notebook, you can check your overall rating. The navigation log can also be found there. Minimap, which we are... Ooh, Class 7 begins anew. Party order. We're just going to have Reen do it.
The entrance is right over there. Let's move out as soon as we're ready.
Right.
Yes, sir. Just what the heck is all this?
Party chatter. I missed that. But we're going to go ahead, save, call it a part here, and we're definitely going to surpass Schmidt's little trial. That's all going to be next time, though, so definitely join me then for more of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Bye for now, guys.